And distracted driving is a huge problem all across the country, and it personally impacted our guest later this hour. What he is now doing so other families don't have to suffer the loss that his family did. It's now 7 o'clock, and WPHL 17 Morning News continues right now.
Still ahead, distracted driving continues to be a problem. Our guest in our next segment lost his daughter due to distracted driver, and he has now made it his mission to combat the problem. We'll share with you the program he wants to bring to schools next.
Welcome back. It's often said that teens are always glued to their phone, but our next guest is making it his mission to put a spotlight on the dangers of giving those devices too much attention. So Joel Feldman is the founder of EndDD.org. Joel, good morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, good morning. Thank you guys for having me.
So you and I had a chance to talk last year when we first shared your story. You spend your time now speaking to students about the dangers of distracted driving. You not only do it locally, but you do it all over the nation. You just were telling us all the states you've recently been to. But for people who maybe didn't catch your story when we first shared it, tell us a little bit about why you do it. Tell us about your daughter, Casey.
In July of 2009, my daughter Casey was crossing the street in a crosswalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. It was a beautiful summer day, and a 58-year-old man was reaching for his GPS, took his eyes off the road, rolled through a stop sign, literally ran her over, said that he didn't see her, and we got the call to go to the hospital, and she died 5 hours later in surgery. So I was the distracted driver so many times before that, and I had to change the way I drive. And my mission is, Casey's not here, lots of other kids aren't here, but we want to keep kids safe, and it's a really big problem for kids. So that's why I do this, to keep other kids safe.
Okay, and what is it that you're doing?
Well, till this point in time, we've been talking with kids in high schools, and my experience is I get comfortable with the kids, they get comfortable with me, and I ask them, how many of your moms and dads drive distracted with you in the car? 60 to 80% of kids say that. 60 to 80% of the kids, and your viewers, moms and dads who are listening, they know who they are. Like I was, we drive distracted with our kids in the car.
And those are just the ones who are raising their hands and being honest about it. Some aren't even raising their hands and saying, you know, I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, you're right. Those who will publicly admit it are likely to be less than the reality.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And so you travel around, you go to schools locally, you go to schools all over the nation promoting this, talking about the dangers of it, trying to encourage kids to go home and kind of teach that to their parents. But you can only go to so many schools, so you're trying to kind of get this in lesson plans so students start learning it at a younger age. So we actually have a video of that, so we're going to show that right now.
My teachers right now, they're pretty amazing. We're not getting much homework. Mom! Mom, you're not driving safely.
How about we try that again?
Mom, it scares me when you're driving and looking at your phone at the same time.
All right, Joel, so tell us a little bit about this video and your hopes for what it's going to do in schools.
Moms and dads who drive distracted with their kids in the car are, of course, exposing them to risk, but they're also teaching them that it's okay to drive distracted because moms and dads are doing it. Kids are disproportionately affected by distracted driving at 3 times the rate of any other age group. 3 times the rate of any other age group. So, what do we do about that? Well, we created Sam, the meerkat. Sam is going to guide the kids through a lesson, and they're going to teach them a 3-part strategy. See something, address the problem using an I statement, and make an action plan together. So, what we want them to do is to teach them about distraction generally, then how to recognize it in the car, and so they can effectively speak up and get mom and dad to put their phones down. That's the purpose of this.
And you're trying to get it into PA schools. What do you have to do to do that?
People just go reach out to us at EndDD.org, and we give them the materials. It's free. It's lesson plans for teachers. Child psychologists helped us with this, educational content developers, and it's been tested sort of in a couple of schools, but now we're rolling it out, and we're very optimistic. We want kids to speak up so they lessen the risk when they're in the car, but it's a child-to-parent intervention.
That's right.
Moms and dads are not getting it. They're not getting it, and they need some help. And so let's say you're a mom or a dad. Mom, Dad, I love you, but I don't feel safe when you drive me and look at your phone.
Maybe hits home a little.
That hits home.
Yeah, oh,
yes.
sure. Oh,
yes.
sure.
And is this geared for elementary school kids?
Yes, we have a 2nd and 3rd grade lesson plan, a 4th and 5th, and just to make certain we weren't missing some, and we actually have middle school and 6th grade as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it's an effective tool and something that should be in schools here.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you so much.
People want to get more information real quick, where can they go?
EndDD.org, EndDistractedDriving.org.
All right, well, thank you, Joel, so much for being here.
Thank you, guys.